community. However, tonight's town hall has only one single focus, a streetcar. We know that there are lots of questions out there, and this evening is devoted to answering those questions. The county manager is also with us, Barbara Donnelly. Tonight is an informational session. We are going to share lots of detail with you about the years of planning and public processes that led to the board's choice for streetcar as the preferred transit alternative for the bike. We will talk about why streetcar is a great investment for our community. We're going to talk about the community vision for transforming the bike into a more walkable, transit-oriented Main Street, about our funding strategy, and about our aggressive plan to preserve affordable housing along the Columbia Pike corridor. Most importantly, we will answer your questions. More than half the evening will be devoted to the question and answer session. Sign language interpreters and Spanish language interpreters are available to assist this evening. So I'm going to ask them to stand, and I'm going to introduce Tiffany Brown and Kelsey Robinson. Spanish language translation will be made by Ángeles Estrada and Cholene Varela. After my brief overview, our transportation director will give a more detailed presentation, and then board members and staff will take your questions. By the end of the evening, I hope you'll have a clear understanding of why we believe that a modern Columbia Pike streetcar is an affordable, long-term strategic investment in Arlington's future. Now, I will turn over to our county manager, Barbara Donnelly, who will introduce our staff.
He oversees one of the nation's largest transportation demand management and commuter services organizations. Dennis has more than 25 years' experience in transportation planning, policy, and management consulting. He is frequently asked as a transportation expert to speak in transportation planning and smart growth conferences focused on transit-oriented development and multi-transportation system performance. Steve DelGiudice is the head of our transit operations. Mr. DelGiudice's management has seen the art of Arlington Transit buses rise dramatically from less than 1 million riders in 2006 to more than 2.5 million riders today. He's the former mayor of Tacoma Park and former member of Prince George's County Council. David Castillo is our housing development specialist. He has more than 25 years' experience in working with affordable housing and community development. Mr. Castillo has had a direct involvement in the preservation and creation of nearly 2,500 committed affordable housing units here in the county. Jennifer Smith, Jennifer Smith is in our planning department. She has worked on 3 significant neighborhood plans, including 2 plans on Columbia Pike, and she's currently working on the implementation of the Columbia Pike plan. Thank you very much. And I am Doug Sarno, our moderator. There's Doug. All right, Doug, let's bring the forum. Forums facilitation is where Doug works. He's very familiar with the county. He's worked with us on a lot of projects, and he will be facilitating the meeting today. Turn it over to you, Doug.
Thank you, Mrs. Donnelly. I just want to quickly introduce myself. My job here tonight is going to be to keep us on time and to respect everybody's time and to respect everybody's participation. We're going to have a question and answer session after the 2 brief presentations that the chairman referenced. The total of these introductory remarks and the 2 presentations should take well less than an hour, so we're giving over most of the meeting to Q&A. And we'll have microphones in the audience to move up and down and get to everyone. I'm trying to keep this moving. The logistics of the room and the way it's organized really prevent us from taking real-time questions. So if you would please hold your questions until we get to the Q&A. As I said, we will have microphones, and if you please wait until we get a microphone to you so that everybody can hear the question and then everybody can hear the answer. We really do want to facilitate as many questions as possible and get as many people to ask questions as possible and get as much information as we possibly can. We recognize that there still may be questions that don't get answered. We have comment cards. There's plenty of them in the back of the room, or where you came in. If you didn't get one, we'll get more to you, and we'll put everything up on the web, and I'll explain more about how that process is going to work when we get to the Q&A. At this time, Chairman Todd is going to give us a brief overview of the streetcar decision, and then we'll have a presentation of more detail about how the streetcar is going to be working and how that decision is going to be implemented. So, Chairman Todd.
Thank you. All right, let's go right to it. Our decision to add modern streetcars to Arlington's transportation mix grew out from our commitment to a smart growth vision that dates back to the 1960s. That was when Arlington made the crucial decision to embrace Metro Rail and to fight for closely spaced stations that are part of our commercial corridors. Originally, a Metro Rail line was planned for Columbia Pike, which was already a major Northern Virginia corridor. But that plan was eventually abandoned. But the Pike desperately needs more and better transit. It needs transit that will serve the community's vision of transforming the Pike into a main street. Transit that will promote high-quality, mixed-use development, economic and environmental sustainability, affordable living, and diversity. The planned streetcar line is the affordable transit choice for the Pike that will meet our community's goals. Tonight, we will focus on the long-range plan for Columbia Pike. We will also touch on the Route 1 corridor. Our plans arrive at the same conclusion for both areas. Streetcars are at the center of the vision for the future of Route 1 corridor and of Columbia Pike. Why? Streetcars have the capacity we need to handle the growth we all know is coming. They offer a smooth, comfortable, accessible ride that will encourage people to get out of their cars and to use transit. More people using transit will mean less traffic congestion in these busy areas. They encourage developers to invest in remaking these corridors into great urban spaces. The high-quality redevelopment they encourage will increase property values and expand our tax base. In a post-Drexel era, when the federal government is slashing spending and our neighbors in the region are beginning to follow Arlington's smart growth planning approach, we need to remain competitive. High-quality transit is essential for Arlington's continued economic success. We plan to build the 2 lines that will connect at Pentagon City, a busy center that connects to the region's transit network. One line will run from Pentagon City to Bristol City and on to Potomac Yard. The other will stretch along Columbia Pike from Pentagon City to the Skyline area of Fairfax County. The 2 lines will connect population and job centers to each other and to the region. Both corridors will have buses, but buses alone cannot provide the transit capacity and predictability that we need to transform these areas. By themselves, buses cannot handle the projected ridership. By themselves, buses will not serve the development envisioned in our master plans. The county board has voted multiple times for streetcars because streetcars are a long-term strategic investment. Streetcars will benefit our entire community for generations to come, just as our strategic investment in Metro has benefited generations of Arlingtonians. Back in the 60s, some in our community worried that Metro was too costly an investment for Arlington. They feared they would bring growth that we could not control. Just the opposite happened. The investment in Metro helped Arlington manage growth and pay for the great public spaces, facilities, and services that we all enjoy today. So how do we decide that a modern streetcar was right for the Route 1 corridor? We did that through a community planning process that developed the Crystal City Sector Plan, a 40-year blueprint for transforming Crystal City into a more complete urban community. A streetcar is at the heart of the vision put forth in that plan.